Shawn Michaels used to be my favorite.
Yeah.
I swear.
That kick.
That kick was legendary. The sweet chin music.
Yeah.
It actually there was music there. Like literally every time he would kick,
You could hear it.
You could hear the it's like the sound of the guy knocking out.
No,
bro, I don't know.
Was good.
I don't know if he was younger that we liked it, but wrestling now just looks so much more fake. I feel like they sold it back then.
No, I feel like they probably have those like safety precautions too now. You know what I mean? Now they probably actually can't punch that time. They're like, just punch me like.
Bro, they just scratch each other and like
they
bleeding
sometimes
and
get real blood. You know.
Yeah, 100%. And I used to those blood matches, like literally hitting people in the face with like
those cage
chairs.
matches, right? Yeah.
There used to be a TLC match.
Yeah,
tables, ladders, and chair.
Yeah.
I mean, you were falling, and then people hitting.
Hell in a Cell.
Hell in a Cell.
It's great. Now I watch it. It's so corny, bro. It's like, bro.
No. Literally, first blood match. Like anyone who would bleed first is the loser.
Yeah, straight up first blood match. That was
first,
crazy.
And what's it called? Imagine getting hit with that chair in the head, like at that. I don't know what they were made of. I don't know if they were clay or real.
No,
metal.
I think they would make sound otherwise, and they would pretend it's hitting. Like they would make a sound like you touch, punch it with a hand, and then.
How can you make a noise?
Because a lot of times they put their hand up right before it's happening, so they would actually.
No, there has been some clean.
There's been face.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. They sold it better back then. Now you can see it.
No, but that shit used to connect, bro.
Some of it, I'm sure.
Some people used to get hit.
Yeah.
Some of them did get hit.
I'm sure.
So I mean, I don't know how are you. I mean, that's why they get paid big bucks, I guess.
Yeah.
That's why they get paid big bucks.
No, even just falling around that much, it takes a toll on your body. All these guys, like later on, they can barely move.
Yeah.
If you see all these Undertaker and all their later on, Kane, all these guys.
Mayor King. That's Mayor, Mr. Mayor to you.
So I don't know if you,
Mr. Mayor.
So what's the connection with UFC and WWE right now? What is it like?
The same parent company owns it. Endeavor.
Endeavor owns UFC
Endeavor
and WWE, right?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And that's pretty sick. I mean, if it, so is the pay scale gonna go up for the UFC fighters as well because they are under the same parent company? So now they hold.
You're assuming that wrestlers make really good money.
Honestly, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, wrestlers do. I mean,
maybe the main ones, but not.
I mean, all these UFC fighters.
Not the first one off over the rope in the Royal Rumble. Not that guy.
Yeah. True. Like used to be guys like not even like big guys. Not even like the superstar guys like Chavo Guerrero and Carlito. Those are the type of guys that would come in first. Literally, they're just like just chilling. All of a sudden, they're out.
Or even Gold Dust.
Yeah, Gold Dust. Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? There's some other like filler guys that like never.
The filler guys, they would come in. They would just get in the ring, and some guy like Triple H or something just like spears them out of the ring.
Spike Dudley.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man.
But some good days. Yeah. So like look at that. Look at the fact that I mean, I'm pretty sure WWE pays their fighters well, right? Because Ronda Rousey went straight from
she was just embarrassed to compete anymore, bro.
Also, you don't have to physically get hurt.
Exactly.
And she got beat up for the last fight. The last fight she had, she got rocked.
Yeah. True.
So she's like, I don't want to do that. I'll pretend fight.
Rumors of her trying to come back. She was like, okay, maybe we'll come back, and we'll try to fight in something. But everyone's like, no, it's not gonna.
You're over. Yeah.
Yeah, especially, I don't know, if you take that long of a break, people just are too good.
You have to start at the bottom.
Yeah.
You can't have a main fight, your main event. You have to start at the bottom.
Exactly. You have to fight someone where you kind of maybe pay them under the table and just take the loss, The tune-up fight.
Yeah. Straight up.
Yeah.
I mean, all these fighters that used to be superstars at one point and they're still fighting, but they're not superstars anymore because the younger guys have come up and they're much better and stronger and, they're bigger superstars now. Those guys, when I see them in prelims, I'm like, bruh, just retire, man. Sometimes, guys like कौन था यार जो prelims में आया था? Also, who are some of the guys that come into the prelims? Like,
what's his name? Was a champion, man.
Well, the heavyweight guy, Ozdemir, yes.
Volkan
Ozdemir, yes.
Yeah.
And some other guys, what's it called, from welterweight, like
Chris
Weidman.
Everybody, man.
Chris Weidman and stuff.
Yeah, all these guys, they're former champions.
Yeah.
End of their careers. Because with fighting, if you lose, and you're bound to lose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Unless you're Khabib.
That's why people are like, Khabib retired at the right time. Because even Islam Makhachev, he's undefeated right now. He seems
he lost one.
Well, he
Early
lost,
on,
you know what I mean? But he's like, he seems like he's unbeatable, this, that.
Yeah.
Dude, in 3-4 years, if he doesn't retire, so he's going to get beat.
Yeah.
Somebody was going to beat him.
Of course, somebody's gonna figure you out eventually. You're bound to catch one.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It happens. Even
no one's invincible.
Anderson Silva, one of the best fighters, you know, but he just fought so long that at the end, like, he was an old guy still fighting young, new guys. But he didn't care. He just wanted to fight.
I feel like that's their formula now. UFC is like try to, boost up that one guy that's undefeated.
Yeah.
You know, build the events around that person, and then that's because they realize how much it sells.
UFC is good at doing that. They're good at building superstars. They know, okay, like, these couple guys have traction.
Yeah.
Let's kind of give them decent fights and, make them meet up for the belt, or maybe one fight before the belt.
Yeah.
But also right now, PFL and Bellator, that's basically number 2 and number 3 competitor of UFC. They just joined.
Oh, no way.
So they joined forces,
with
PFL and Bellator.
They just joined forces.
What about
EFC? All the
EFC?
same.
Where's EFC at?
UFC is
No, not UFC. EFC.
EFC, Eagle FC.
Yeah.
I have no idea, man. They're probably like the ranked 25th or something like that. But, we have PFL is good. They do some, I think, fights in Canada as well. Yeah.
Interesting.
But Bellator definitely, that's definitely the second biggest fighting.
Yeah.
No,
both of these,
and they have some good fighters too.
Yeah,
there was time
even PFL.
Yeah, there was talks of Michael Venom Page coming down to UFC.
I think there still is.
There still is.
If you look on the UFC page, he's actually on the UFC roster.
Yo, that'd be sick. Now. If he fights in UFC, that'd be amazing. I can't wait because he's one slick fighter.
Yeah, I know.
He's one slick fighter. So he lost to Lima, and I was surprised. But that was a good technique. How he got MVP. I mean, he must have studied him like.
No, but also MVP, he does all that extra stuff. If he didn't do all of that stuff, he would have won.
But that's his thing. That's his flair.
Yeah.
I mean, if without that, he's not MVP.
No,
but he got caught.
He got caught. Yeah. But a good thing that what happens with this is now they're going to do champions versus champion.
Yeah.
So each of the two leagues that are coming together, obviously they're gonna have one belt.
They have to merge the belts.
Exactly. So the champion's gonna face the champ from here. So that's gonna be pretty good. That's gonna be in 2024.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's sick. No, isn't UFC doing an event in Toronto now?
Oh, January 20th.
January
20th. It's going down.
Yeah, Pereira. It's Oliveira versus Islam, right?
No. It wasn't. There was rumored to be that one.
Yeah, but it's changed now.
Yeah, they changed it now. Now it's.
I doubt Islam wants to fight right away.
Yeah, but it's somebody else. It's Sean Strickland versus Dricus Duplessis.
Oof.
That's gonna be a good one too. That's the guy that just beat Israel Adesanya.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like this white boy type of guy. One of those type of guys.
Yeah.
Has no filter, goes off.
Sean Strickland.
Love it.
He's sick. No, but he's sick.
He's sick.
Yeah. You going?
I don't know, man. It might be. I'm thinking either Toronto or Hawaii.
Yeah.
Because it's that weekend's kind of close by. My birthday and stuff too.
Oh yeah, that's right. 19th.
Yeah, so it's one of the other.
Probably I'd rather give it the UFC. Yes.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. I'm thinking Hawaii around the same time.
It's more hype,
Yeah. Well, UFC, but I saw the last one in Vancouver. It was sick. I did that whole experience. I've never been to Hawaii. That's why I want to go. But I don't know.
Right. Your choice, man. You're gonna regret it. You're gonna when you watch that.
Just watch out for that laser, though.
Just
wear something blue, bro.
Yeah.
Just watch out for that laser coming down.
Wear a tinfoil hat.
Yeah.
Walking around.
Which laser?
Have you seen that? People actually been doing that as well.
No.
The tinfoil hat.
The conspiracy that the Hawaii fires started with satellite laser.
Yeah.
And that's why it doesn't burn anything.
Oh, okay.
The billionaires.
Yes, the billionaires.
Billionaires cleaning up the land to buy.
And the area that they stay at, was like completely unharmed and untouched.
Yeah, even everything that was blue apparently was unharmed.
Oprah Winfrey's behind it and the Rock's behind it and something like that. That's what they were saying.
Well, those guys were getting roasted because they were asking people for money.
Yeah.
And people were like, "Well, you guys are both billionaires. Like, what are you asking us for money for? Go donate." Like they were on a video trying to appeal to the masses. Like, we're struggling. Yeah. We're living paycheck to paycheck. What are you guys doing?
Exactly.
So that's what they were getting roasted for. But there's a lot of other people saying that land is being grabbed. Because it's all devalued now, right?
No, it's devalued. People can't live there. They've lost so much money. They're having to sell their land now.
Yeah,
so it's that's what they're saying.
Swooping in, taking it by the acres.
Have you guys ever been Hawaii?
No.
No, I haven't been there. But what's it called? That that part where a conspiracy where that these fires were caused by unnatural causes. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's true. because a lot of these things are controlling and manipulating weather or these type of events. I mean, did you see this video recently that there was an earthquake underwater, like deep down into the ocean?
Yeah, just divers are in there.
Just there were divers in there, and there was an earthquake.
Yeah.
It just like shook the whole place.
Shakes the whole ocean floor, and you see like the water, all the fish just disappear.
Yeah.
And then you just see this ripple come through.
Holy.
Exactly. Yeah. It's just scary. I mean, being there is
Have you been diving?
Not that deep though. Not like deep ocean diving.
Yeah, I've done snorkeling, nothing. I did scuba diving with school, but like nothing,
scuba diving. That's about it. Not like deep ocean or like shark diving. That
I'd love to
scare the shit out of me.
I'd love to, but
it's just scary.
I went snorkeling, and I know how to swim.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got this. I don't need any life jacket. I'm good.
Yeah.
Bro, they take wife around on the tube. They're doing their thing, bro. 20, 30 meters in, I realized I'm out of breath and I'm tired, bro. I was like, I'll be right back. I run, grab the life jacket, come back. But this girl, bro, that was our instructor, she was going deep, bro. Like, I'm talking 30, 40 feet. Comes right back up. She's like just swimming all around. Like, bro, we were out there for like at least 40, 45 minutes. Bro, she didn't stop once. She maybe grabbed the tube like maybe twice.
Where was this? Which location?
This was Maldives, but like it was, bro, it was so beautiful. Like you see the ocean floor, it's like so calm, and then as soon as you stick your head inside, so much life. So much life right under your feet. All sorts of different fish, like stingrays and all these different beautiful fish. It was crazy, bro. But yeah, I was dying. I got humbled real fast. 20 meters in, I was like, I'll be right back.
I don't know. Anywhere outside of a pool, I feel like I need to wear a life jacket.
Yeah. I should have done right away, but I thought I could handle it,
Yeah.
But nope.
Swimming is an art too. I mean, you can't just like you gotta have skills.
A lot of skills and stamina too.
Not just like a regular, not just in the pool. I'm talking about like
ocean and stuff. Yeah.
You need some Michael Phelps type of shit.
Yeah. Well,
dude, the ocean is scary, man. They say that they've explored more of space than they've explored the ocean.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous. They can go thousands of kilometers into space.
Yeah.
But you can't go more than 700, 800 meters, below water for whatever reason. Like, even if you think about it, those people that were in that submarine, right? How far were they? How far down were they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
what was
the depth?
I don't remember. I think it was 250 meters or something. No.
I mean, what I remember is I don't even remember the exact number, but enough. It was Empire State's Building.
Bro, but honestly, that's nothing. That's like you know what I mean? Like a person can run that amount.
Yeah.
Like the people that go into space, like you can never actually run there.
Did you see a simulation of what happened though?
It came in and then exploded.
The pressure.
Exactly.
That shit was scary. There's two Pakistanis on there, right? The father and son.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. See, that's another. There was all these rich people. That was another conspiracy as well. Just like how the conspiracy of the fire starting. That maybe this thing wasn't natural. Something else happened.
Yeah. Maybe they're off to Mars already.
You never know, man. Maybe they got that life insurance money.
Yeah, you never know.
Trillionaires now, the family.
Yeah, because all of those people on board, they were not like normal average people. They were CEOs of whatever, of their respective, professions. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, you go down deep, ocean. It's just, first of all, they keep finding new species, new form of life every time the deeper they go. So it makes you think. Yeah. I mean, if the ocean depth, we can't even comprehend how far down it is right now. If we try to go down there, when we have the technology, what might we be able to find down there?
There's actually a movie called.
Because when you go in space, I mean, you haven't seen any other life form yet, but the deeper you go down into the ocean, the more life starts to appear, and the more life forms you find.
Yeah.
And some of these fishes, man, they're starting to look like humans, man. The deeper you go down.
Yeah, the deep sea creatures.
The deep sea creatures, they're starting.
Yeah, there's that one with the human teeth. It's creepy, bro.
Exactly.
But there's a movie like that. It's called The Abyss. It's an old one. That one they try to go deep into the ocean and they discover aliens down there living, and it's actually
in the ocean.
In the ocean, it's actually it's actually a sick movie. Yeah, it's I think I want to say early 2000s. It's actually a sick movie.
There's also a new Netflix documentary that came out. I don't know if you guys saw it. It's one of those like nature documentaries. Dude, it's such a good documentary. It talks about basically like the different dynasties that ruled Earth.
Oh, I think I've seen it.
And the first one was
Ottomans?
the Animas. No, not like that. It's like it's just about a human. No, not humans. It's about humans, animals, birds, like different like stuff like that. You know, like National Geographic.
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman does the narration on it.
Sick.
Yeah. But they start off like how Animas were the first dynasty. They lived off of gas for 1 point something billion years. Then after them, fishes were the next one. Then they talk about
who were
the lizard. It was like little like one singular cell, you know, like organisms. And so they basically tell how each dynasty, one dynasty stayed for 1 billion years, another dynasty stayed for another 1 billion. The dinosaurs, then the like birds, then the mammals, and right now it's at the humans. And the humans are not like just one dynasty. They make it seem like it's just, you know,
it's just
after
like one
us
species.
It's going to be something else.
Yeah.
It's like a cool concept.
That's sick. That's sick.
It was a really good documentary.
There's another one just on different dynasties, like human dynasties.
Yeah.
They did one on the Ottomans and how they took over Istanbul, like modern day Istanbul. It's actually sick. There's 2 seasons to it, and they talk about like how they went after like the Romans and the Christians and all that. It's worth the watch. Like it's a docu series. So like so they do like a full out like enactment of the events.
Like a little scenes. They'll have a pretend king and
the whole thing
for 10-15 minutes, then some guy will talk about it, then
the whole thing. It's sick. It's actually sick. It was fun to watch. So definitely check that out.
Definitely. I mean, the Ottoman empires, they have a history and a half. They ruled for a long time, and they ruled on a large square kilometers. But the acting is good.
It's actually sick. The guy who
because I can't have those guys like acting like fake. You know what I mean?
No.
And trying to like portray such a big part of the history with like fake acting.
No. It's
like shitty acting.
It's actually pretty sick.
The acting's good and everything.
I
think I might have seen some of it too. I think I know. Yeah.
Bro, they talk about Vlad the Impaler. Do you know what this guy did?
Yeah.
Bro, this guy, to scare the enemies, he would impale them. So he would take like a big giant bamboo or like whatever, like a wood, a stump or whatever, and he would
thorns on them.
No. From the rear through to the mouth.
Yes.
And he got so good at it that he knew how to miss the main organ, so you're alive the whole time. And that's why he got the name Vlad the Impaler, because he would impale you, and he would just leave you out in the open for people to see. And that was his main torture thing.
No way,
bro. And he got that. That's the guy that he goes up against. I forget the main Ottoman king that they talk about, but I forget the name.
Vlad the Impaler.
Vlad the
Impaler. Butt through the mouth.
Through the mouth, bro.
While you're alive, dodging your intestines, heart, lung,
everything, bro. And you're alive the whole time, bro. This guy was feared, you know, and he came from like a very small Romanian town.
Why do all these, guys that end up like making a name in history that people remember for 500 years come from like a small, tragic background, and then they come up and
his
Vlad
story,
would have been famous in the game,
bro. His story is that him and his brother were sent when Ottomans took over. Him and his brother were sent to live with the Ottomans, and then they like one of them was like still loyal to like his people and like let's go, but the younger one I think was still with the Ottomans the whole time, and they always doubted his loyalty, but he was loyal till the end. And then this guy ran away, and he was always trying to call.
He came back to it.
He's always trying to call his brother out, like, "Yo, come be with us. You don't belong with these guys. Don't go with the Ottomans. They killed your dad. Blah blah. This that. It's like no, they brought me up. I'm gonna stay with them. And it was a sick story actually, and all based on true events too. So.
Yep. I don't know, for some reason the ancient times, or like the recent ancient times, let's say from like 600, from 600. Or even let's go back to 400 AD to the recent like 17th century. Some of these torture methods are unexplainable, man.
Yeah, they
unexplainable.
1,000 Ways to Die does a lot of them.
Yeah. I mean I mean, if you're just if you have committed a crime, and you're getting catapulted off like a catapult, with like
I believe I can
straight up.
I came in like a wreck.
With like gunpowder attached to you, so when you land, the friction would blow
now
you.
you're just flying over through like
With the apples.
And as you're flying, you're like, I only stole some apples. This is what I get.
Yeah, bro, they were ruthless back then.
They were ruthless back then. They were savages. That's what it's called.
You seen the cow whistle, right? Or is it cow whistle? What is it called? Something like that. Some animal.
Yeah.
They would have made out of metal,
Mm-hmm.
and they would put you in there,
Mm-hmm.
and
they would cook you.
and they would slow cook you.
Yeah.
So when you screamed, it had a little horn in the front, and it would
Sound
sound like that animal,
that
bro.
animal.
It was wild.
Man, creative too.
Yeah, they were creative.
They're creative with that
Bro.
shit.
Yeah.
And and that thing, the door, the things that close, but they have like nails, like pointy big nails. So when you're in there, you're basically getting
Just
pushed,
getting
and all those
slow
nails
crushed.
are
slowly coming in on you.
And that, I'm pretty sure, and they were just like you said, they were placed in a sequence that it wouldn't kill you right away. It would miss your main organs.
Just torture you.
It just torture you
Hurt
in
as
there.
much as possible.
Yeah.
They meant it, bro. They wanted you to feel pain.
Dude, one I never got was water torture. Remember people, water torture. It's one water drop that drops on you every 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But I always thought, I'm like, yo, how could that be that bad? Like,
Yeah.
But
what
if
could
that's
be so
happening
bad
day
about
in,
it?
day out.
Like, come on, man. It's like, there's spikes coming in on
Yeah.
you. Or,
No, but
I
like,
think the
so imagine
prisoners
this.
might have just made it a thing. No, not the water torture. No, anything.
Yeah, straight
They're like, we're about to spike you now.
No, but when they would like bury you alive within a wall.
Mm-hmm.
Anarchally style. They like build a
Yeah.
wall. Bro. They would like put you in a wall, and then they would put bricks all around you, so you slowly suffocate. Like you're there the whole time.
Yeah.
You're alive, and then eventually you just like die of hunger and thirst, I guess.
Straight up. But I mean, you could be as ruthless as you want, but you cannot be as ruthless as Mongols.
Yeah,
Mongols
did go.
I mean, some of the things. I mean, imagine you being tied. You're being tied, all on your limbs, like your two hands and your two legs, and now those ropes are connected to four large horses
that just
and
tear
they're
you
going
apart,
in the opposite direction, and you're getting torn apart in pieces, and then also that. What they used to do, obviously cutting hands, and it's just like norm, right? The regular. Oh, hey, what did you do?
Just
like, hey,
whatever.
That's just the basics.
You don't get the gruesome death. You just get a regular or main,
hand chop,
or like
hand chop.
Yeah, exactly.
Just get a hand chop.
Yeah, you're just getting your neck. You're just getting suffocated today. You're not getting the main.
Getting some neck and a hand chop.
You're not getting your basic. You're getting your basic package. You're not gonna get the full package, where you're like covered in the carpet and then tied up, and then being trampled to death, like getting dragged around. Imagine you were in that. Imagine being in that carpet and then just getting dragged along, and slowly, wishing you could die sooner, man. That shit.
Yeah. People were ruthless back then.
Yeah,
Do you think we have some Mongol blood?
Everyone does, don't they?
Yeah.
It wasn't
Like one in 4 or something. Yeah, 1 in 4 people have.
Everyone have to have. Some
The blue birth. You know how babies have the blue skin on them. It's almost like a birthmark. Certain part of their bodies, right?
Like
just
their necks
blue,
and
like
stuff.
necks or like the back or like apparently that's like called a Mongol birthmark or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Well, like a lot of I've seen a lot of babies with that. So, but I feel like I really want to do the ancestry test. The 23andMe,
You
whatever.
think that stuff works?
That's what I say. I don't know how good that
What's
is.
the
Like,
science behind it? I never got that either.
Yeah, I mean, they.
How does it work?
I have no idea, but not because I didn't want to research into it, but it's just that how accurate could it be?
That's what I'm saying. Like, how accurate is that? Like, just.
Okay, for sure.
When they go back and they do all these historian stuff, they're like, okay, these bodies were found. They seem to be of South Asian descent and this, that, right? They probably have that stuff in some sort of
there's certain markers
thing,
within
and like, okay, now you fit this criteria, but
I agree. Yeah, but still, okay. Give me both of you. Give me 3 reasons why that ancestry predictor could be beneficial. What could it provide?
Nothing. I just want to know.
Yeah, I mean, other than the factor of curiosity.
One is if you are trying to see if you have any native heritage in you.
Try to claim that land, yeah.
You know, qualify some things.
Agreed.
If you have black in you,
Yeah.
right, then obviously
you get certain passes.
You get certain passes as well.
There you go.
And
I don't think any one of us is getting a black. You know what I mean?
Listen, man. Never say never.
Yeah, and then last, like, if you want to find out, you know, where you're from. Like,
I just want to know.
And yeah, if you guys think of anything, just comment down below. If you guys find anything worth.
Any of them actually good? I've read some bad reviews.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm like, whatever, Asian or this and that. This thing said I'm from here. Like Conan O'Brien today, he's like 100% Irish, bro.
What did he say?
100% Irish.
He's not 100%.
He is like that's like almost impossible to get. It's like what does that mean? It's like you're inbred. like your family was into some incest situations, bro. You know, but apparently he's 100% Irish. So, which is yeah.
I mean that shit is almost never 100% something.
Yeah,
that shit is always like 2% here, 10% there, 30% there, 40% there.
But I don't know how accurate that thing.
Yeah,
is.
exactly. I could never. I mean, and plus, I mean, if I need one, then I'll probably
we should do it.
If I get caught, if I get
the three of us should do it, and then whoever has more Mongolian blood rules.
Yeah, but yes, the DNA thing. I mean, it's not just Genghis Khan.
No.
A lot of people say that you could have Alexander the Great's DNA as well,
because
he ruled quite a few.
India is where he lost though.
Yeah.
He lost in India, so
because he was far too off.
I'm sure his army was tired.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The farther you go, the more you lose control.
They say he was gay.
Actually?
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you want to bring
Yeah,
up this
he was hanging out in Hong Kong where those areas are known to be pretty gay. You know, like
Greeks were very progressive.
I didn't know that either. Some guy that I work with told me that. He's like, hey, you know what it is when you're going Greek?
No, Greeks were actually very progressive.
Yeah,
they were like down with it.
I don't know if that's progressive.
For their
said
time,
because their armies, the Spartans and stuff.
Yeah.
In order to get each other like ready for battle, this that they would like do each other in the butt. Yeah. Like what the hell? It was not. It was just preparation. They said no homo.
Preparing for war. They said no homo.
We will draw the first blood.
We will attack them from the rear.
Straight up.
A whole new meaning to it. Yeah. No, but for their time that was progressive. Yeah. Like when people were getting hung to death or like chopped.
Yeah, these guys, even that, where Alexander came, it was modern day Afghanistan. He got till there.
Yeah, mm-hmm. He actually got to India. He got to southern part of India. Yeah, and then that's when he realized people there were like they had elephants, bro. They were fighting off of elephants. These guys were going in with horses, and they got wrecked. Mm-hmm. So then they came back, but he didn't die. He died in his bed.
Yeah. He didn't die in Rome. I'm sorry, back in Greece.
No, he was like halfway somewhere
he died.
I think somewhere in Persia.
There's a movie coming out on Napoleon.
Yeah, there is on Apple. Yeah.
I don't know if it's out or if it's coming out.
It's coming out soon. He's in
that
it.
Looks good. I like that. He's a good actor.
He's
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix. Yeah. Oh man, I saw that. I'm like, thank God he was given that role.
Yeah.
There's nobody else that can play that role.
No, he's good.
It's amazing.
He's gonna do justice, hopefully.
Yeah.
And so was Napoleon. He was a conqueror too. He was in. I'm pretty sure you talk about these.
It's a lot of people think that it's the leaders that they share DNA with. It's probably their generals and their regular soldiers. You know, you don't have.
It's the fucking cook. It's the king's cook.
Yeah, it's not Napoleon.
No, I'm pretty sure Napoleon. I mean, these guys. I'm prima nocta. Do you guys know what that means, right? These guys. Yeah. Some of these guys would. So I mean, hey. If he's there's probably like a lot of weddings happening in their daytime, right? And the kings are reaching there. Hey, me first. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure one of
me first.
Yeah.
Dibs.
Yeah.
Shotgun, bro. I go first.
Royal
the
dibs.
king goes. He goes to where they're sitting. Goes, grabs the husband, and says, "Let's go." Me first. It's like, what the?
Royal dibs. You know what I mean?
The royal dibs. That's wild.
But yeah, I mean, even if those soldiers went ahead for and they were probably looting and raping and all that, which they would conquer, right?
A lot of that was going on. Yeah.
But the kings would do it like literally, hey, let's go.
Yeah.
You know,
every single other different country, every
religion,
every
country,
religion has their different scammers that are pretending on the name of God or some other Holy Spirit entity. They'll benefit your life or make.
They got the direct connection, you know.
Yeah. I remember we used to see.
Yeah.
I went by this chuf guy's. we were like driving to Kashmir, like we were going through the mountains. Yeah. And then my brother-in-law is like, you see that right there, that temple or whatever? He's like, that's where the chuf guy is. So I didn't know who this guy was. And then he explains it to me, bro, this guy has a gathering.
This is in Pakistan,
In Pakistan, okay? He has a
chuf guy in Pakistan.
In Pakistan, he has a religious gathering where he pretends that he's got this Holy Spirit, you know, in him. Yeah. You know, and then he just grabs this mic and with thousands of people sitting in front of him, he just goes, chuf, chuf, chuf. And then
that's all it takes.
And that's all it takes. And they feel like, you know, they've been blessed with something. And
they pay him like is there an entry
donation
fee?
Donation.
And then they pay him like probably
like the big gatherings I'm sure it's just like live donations.
Yeah.
But it's like if you do like a personalized situation, then I'm sure he has a fee that he charges. Bro, this guy's a millionaire. Okay, he's just scamming people left, right, and center. And this guy's just giving them bacteria to their face, and they feel like, you know, they've been blessed by something, and that's all he does, bro. They call him what do they call him? Chuf something.
Chuf Baba, maybe something like that.
Something like that, bro. There's like they call it. So he's just like he's just blowing air on their face, bro. That's all he's doing.
100%. And there's like tons of these guys out there, man. Tons of these. Like I think the evolution of internet brought a lot of, obviously, you know, like, you know, there's
it just dark made web. It more famous.
Let's not even talk about like dark web, but like just on the main like internet, you know.
The reach grew for sure.
The reach grew for sure. You know, all of these. Imagine 2005.
Yeah.
You know, you're getting an email. Hey, I'm the Prince of Nigeria or something, and send me money now. Yeah. And you're sitting there, you know, you're like,
this guy wants to share his fortune with me.
Share his fortune with me. Once I send him $20 USD, he's gonna go back home, use that to, you know, rescue from wherever he is stuck, and then he's gonna call me back, and then he's gonna get Prince Wakande is gonna come back and he's gonna save my, you know, me from my 9-to-5 job.
Yeah.
You know,
all the emails that ended up in my email.
Yeah, they were not even in like trash. They were like literally in your inbox. Yeah. So it's like, okay, the guy knows.
They didn't invent the junk filters yet, you know.
I mean, he has to be a prince because he knows my email, bro.
Yeah. My favorite scam emails are like _Chima. Hi, we have found you, you know, and it's just like, you know, we are happy to find you. You are our lucky winner. I was like, bro, at least, you know, my names are in the email. You can pretend one of them is my name, and maybe you'll hit it right, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
It's too another scam that was going on back in Vancouver when I was trying to, you know, find a place. Every second, third place was a scam.
Yeah.
Okay, because any place that would be too good to be true, you'd be like, oh, this what high rise? Okay, what for this price? Let me quickly hit him up.
Yeah.
You would get an email back. Hello, this is whatever blank blank blank. I'm currently working on a service with my church. I'm actually out of the country. But you can send the deposit and you'll be able to take the key. And dude, there were so many scams like this and people like this. And the worst part is, I know people that actually got caught in it too.
Bro,
two of my friends who were from Mexico that moved to Vancouver that didn't know anything. They're like, oh, okay, this is Canada. There's probably no scams, nothing. Transferred the person the money and everything. Dude lost $2,000.
That's crazy.
Shit.
That's the saddest thing. That it gets like the elderly and like the people that are fresh.
People don't know.
The people that are freshly moved, you know. And then they get here, that's their first experience. Or, you know, if you're elderly, all your savings gone because some guy from India is like, hi, my name is Victoria Fernandez.
Exactly. That's what I was coming down to. And right now, we get these scam calls like here, you know what I mean? These kind of scams are still going on. Hey, you know what? My name is Peter. Yeah. And you know you owe this much money to CRA, and now you have to pay this much. And
a suspicious package was picked up.
There was like few times I'm like, oh holy man, I'm tired of you, man. Please just shut.
Bro, they get mad at you.
They get mad at you.
I swear, I told this one lady, I was like, you know, I know you're scamming. So she like, shut up, go to work. I was like, what the hell?
Shut up, go to work.
I was like, what the hell?
She's like,
It's like I did something. I was like, you were the one.
And these scammers would have the audacity to come right back at you with like some like backhanded slaps.
Yeah, bro.
Some backhanded compliments.
Like your mama full on swears with them.
Yeah, straight up, it's going back and forth. And the thing is, okay, I mean, it is true. They caught these scam, the CRA scam calls. These are coming mostly out of India, right?
Yeah.
They have like these
call centers and all
call centers in India, and they're calling people. It's been recorded over the videos. Those like cameras, and everybody when they talk, you can tell it's one of ours. So
one of ours.
Yeah.
You
can tell, man.
So when
hello, my name is Alex.
Hey, come on, is that you?
Exactly.
Straight up, no, you're Tajinder, man. You're Rohit, But all I'm saying is these guys would call, right? And then now you're having a back and forth. First it starts off in English, right? So you call them out first. You're like, hey, bro, no, that's not true. Your name is not Peter.
Yeah.
You tell me your original name.
Yeah.
And now they know they got caught, and now they're coming back at you with some the BCs and MCs.
The egos got hurt. Like, he knows I'm not Richard.
He knows, yeah.
I am John Smith. What do you mean?
Exactly. Sir, you are getting it wrong. I am John Smith.
It's such a fluent name every time.
Yeah.
It's never like how normal names are like, John Wolansky or something, some weird names, but like, no, they have a fluent name. Like,
They have these like, I think they have these like names of like Caucasians from like back in the 80s, and they now they
like
just caught
name
on to
generator.
Yeah. But bro, imagine those guys, like in the call centers. They probably they're doing a job. That's a job for them. For us, it's a scam. For them, it's a job. It's a call center, right?
Yeah.
So they probably get 100%. Training for that.
Imagine. Of course, 100%. Bro, there's a few guys actually on YouTube that do they do
the pranks.
Not pranks. They like try to catch these people.
Yeah.
So they make videos out of it.
Yeah.
So they hack into their computers.
Yeah.
They do like a.
They hack in the reverse.
The Uno reverse on
Shout out to the glitter box guy and the.
Those guys. Yeah, they're sick. One of my favorite pastime videos, bro.
Yeah.
The one guy that's screaming and he was like, "Why would you redeem? Why would you redeem?" Oh my god, bro! Every time I've seen that video too many times, it gets me every time. Bro. Like, what are you doing? Stop! He's just screaming top of his lungs, bro. Yo.
And they start using profanity.
Yeah. Stupid. You're stupid.
No. If they know you're brown, if they know you can understand the language, they go at you in the language.
Yeah, bro. I don't know what those guys are up to, but yeah, the one guy that got caught. Yeah. It was a UK guy that has a YouTube channel. He's the one who sent the Delhi police to that call center. He got the whole he knew their real names. That one, the Jacqueline Fernandez or whatever. That one.
That guy, her ex-boyfriend used to be this type of scammer, calls scammers?
No. So he is a guy, he makes YouTube videos and he hacks back into their system. Mm-hmm. So he calls them so every time they call him or he calls them, he tries to intervene calls. Yeah. And he gets into the system and then he calls them out by their real name. Mm-hmm. And
he
then
knows their real name.
Bro, and he has the CCTV TV watching them live as he's talking to them. Yeah. So the reaction on their face is like priceless. Yeah. It's like Priya, I know that's you.
There was one time he was able to get one of the guys to infiltrate and actually start working in there, and he was able to go inside and record everything. It was crazy, man.
Imagine the training. So guys, today we're going to deal with conflict of interest. Today we're going to deal with customer satisfaction.
Customer satisfaction.
Today we're dealing with how to deal with ladies that are over 65 and Caucasian and you are reluctant to give you more than 5,000.
Yeah. So you call them madam and madam.
How to this?
Second option is be like, are you fucking stupid?
That's
what they go 0 to 100. Like.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
The guidelines to follow if you're caught.
Yeah.
Start cussing right away. Don't let them get an upper hand.
But they have people working in Canada as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's somebody
who originally gives them all the numbers or something.
No, so you know how they get the gift cards, right? That's one way. Or they get people to buy gift cards and give them the number. That's one way they redeem. The other way was cash, right?
They send cash to an address. That address.
They're like, oh, go get cash, and then we'll have somebody come pick it up. So they have people that come to your door to pick it up. So they have because how well they know the Canadian system living in India. They have to have inside people here.
100%.
You know what I mean?
100%. So they have to have someone working inside.
Yeah, to know the brands, to know what store sells what gift cards and all that stuff, So they, a lot of the information is available online, but they have people in Canada that give him all this information, and sometimes they know too many personal things, right? So they give him like oh, this person living here, oh, go to this address, pick up this. So I know somebody that had that situation where their husband was out working, and they got the call, oh, the person's been caught, they're in jail, you need to bail them out. So they went, got cash. Somebody came, picked up the cash. When husband came home at night, it's like, oh, what's going on? Oh, thank God you're home. What do you mean? I just came from work. Oh no, I thought you were in jail. What jail?
Yeah,
So
I think that was another scam to what happened to old people. Like, so we would call up an old person and be like, hey, your nephew or niece or sorry, your grandson,
Yeah.
is in jail. And this is what it is to bail. And they'd be like, oh my God, we need to get him out right now. And they'd send the $5,000, $6,000, whatever.
It's crazy, bro. These people are ruthless.
Yeah.
That money flow, bro. Imagine all these. I mean, there's not only one place in the world that scams are happening, right? There's multiple. There's every country there's scams. So that money flow in that system, like all of this money that's been scammed, unregistered, uncounted for, just flowing through the system.
Yeah.
Oh man. And they caught the ones in India. When they caught them, they got like $1.5 billion. They recovered.
Billion?
1.5 billion.
Recovered from them? The $1.5 billion?
Either $1.5 billion or either it
in
was
cash or like in their from their bank accounts.
From where they have reached into the bank accounts too. I mean, they seize the bank accounts, right? The money's going into the bank accounts.
Basically, from this operation,
they get the money. People, however, they transfer. All of this cash gets collected and then gets distributed into like different accounts of different people. People who were, let's say, sometimes dead. People, fake accounts, right? Like people who were like who have nothing to do with it. Okay. So they seize those accounts.
1.5. Recover 1.5.
If I'm not accurate with that figure, $1.5 billion, but it's as high around that.
Well, honestly, it's like a proper full-on industry there. Like, there's all these guys that are getting up. That's their normal job. That's how they're making money.
Yeah,
of course.
Like, and those guys that are working, calling, they're not getting.
I'm sure they're not even. Yeah, they're not. They never thought they were criminals. They just went like,
we just got a job
opening. I'm applying. Let's go.
Think about how many people are out of job. Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, like these countries. How many people are just like without job, just homelessness? Not homelessness, but like they don't have the means, And then all of a sudden, there's jobs open. You speak a little bit of English, okay? Come through. This is what you do now.
My cousins used to work at a call center in Pakistan.
Yeah,
a lot. I don't know if it was just a call center or maybe it was one of those trading ones. I don't know.
He's the John Smith that we're talking about.
Maybe you never know. Yeah, and it was an overnight type of thing.
Then for sure. Call centers over.
It was in English and everything. His name, he had a white name and everything.
There's those air duct cleaning guys too, right?
Those are the biggest rip-offs, man. Holy moly, man.
Sir, we're calling from the air duct cleaning company service.
Yeah, they're scams?
Bro, I don't know.
They're not scams.
They have to be.
Some of them are scams. They come and they'll just like vacuum the top of your things and just walk away, man.
Bro, I know, but the thing is that he kept calling me. So first time, we actually needed the service, right? So he calls me. My name is Hamza. I'm calling from air duct cleaning, and it goes a Calgary number. I was like, okay, cool. He calls me, and then I pick up. I'm like, yeah, I'm driving right now. Call me back, right? He calls me back. It's a Toronto number. I was like, excuse me? I was like, what are you calling me from a Toronto number for? Yeah. He's like, oh, sorry. So I was like, are you hiding your number? I was like, bro, like I actually did the service, but not anymore. Bro, this guy called me for the next 3 months, back to back, kept calling. At the end, I had to be like, bro, I live in a tent. I don't have any air ducts. Leave me alone, Like, I'm homeless. I don't have a house. Just leave me alone.
Yeah.
Bro, it's non-stop calling. It's like, sir, you need air. We have 50% off air duct cleaning. I'm like, I don't need it. Thanks.
Talk about scams. Do you guys think what happened to India in the Cricket World Cup was a scam?
No, bro, they got rocked.
Yeah.
Well, still, that was a fitting end to the World Cup. It was such a shitty World Cup. I'm not even.
Yeah. It was not a World Cup.
Bro, two close games. Realistically, two nail biters. Like if you really think about it.
It wasn't something it wasn't a World Cup that you're gonna talk about for like at least till the next World Cup. It's like over. Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah, especially if you're Indian, you don't
after the final.
Exactly.
I felt bad for Australia. Yeah. Like before the final, I felt like the World Cup was getting so much coverage. Australia won. It's like nothing even happened.
Yeah. What a fairy tale on that end, though. Yeah. I know India didn't get their fairy tale. They were undefeated.
Australia was
but the fairy tale on that end is crazy. Bro. Two games you lose. You you're 125 for bowling first against Sri Lanka, and you find a way to come back. From there, undefeated, and then you find a way to win the final as well.
That's how you play cricket.
And even the two games before the semi-finals were very close.
Very
games
close games.
Even the Afghanistan one, they lost the other one as well.
Exactly.
It was very close.
Yeah.
It wasn't
like,
sure that, hey, are they gonna make it? They weren't like the dominating Australia.
Yeah. True. That's what I'm saying. They in the final they looked completely different. Especially when they came out with bowl. I don't know. In other games it was they won and all of that. They barely won in some games. They won the games, but in the final they looked like a complete different
different team. Yeah,
complete different.
I think fielding too. Like think about how
exactly
they started. They started cash drop after cash drop, and then in the final they were fielding like they're like, you're not getting past us. They saved at least 30 to 40 runs in the field.
Yes, exactly.
Easily.
They were diving.
The
all
catch of
over.
Rohit, Travis Head. That catch was amazing.
100%.
And then they came out batting. They're like, you know what? We're not letting. I felt like India also went on the back foot by not opening with Siraj. Like, why would you do that? This is the same guy that won you the Asia Cup.
Did he not open?
Right, he came like fifth change. Like he was first over was like 16th over. This guy won you the Asia Cup single-handed. He ripped through that lineup. Sri Lanka. I know it's Sri Lanka.
Who opened the bowling?
Shami and Bumrah. Yeah. I know he picked up Warner, but like at the same time, he's way better as a first change bowler.
Yeah. I agree. Shami should have been the same bowling lineup. But I'm pretty. I don't know why sometimes these teams like everything is working for you. You're smooth sailing towards the final. It just happens that in the final they change, they tweak something, and then it backfires.
Yeah, they should have. I know it was 240 is chaseable, but it's also defendable. You defended that before.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't you go with your main people that have been doing well? So that was definitely they were trying to outthink. And kind of messed up there.
Also, I think India missed out on another 30-40 runs when they had Surya Kumar and he was batting with the... Dude, there was a lot of times where they should have just taken the singles. When he was batting with
Kohli and Rahul too.
Yeah.
Same thing.
They should have just taken the singles and then just kept on batting, whatever, But I don't know. I felt like lost a lot of important runs there as well. At least 20 extra runs they could have had.
For sure. 100%.
And then even cash drops, right?
Yeah.
They had... who did they drop? They dropped somebody.
It was lefty. I forget it was. It was through
Travis,
the slips.
Yeah.
Was it Travis Head?
No, it was right off the beginning. But then actually no, they got him next over.
Warner, right?
Warner.
Yeah,
But they ended up getting back next over. It wasn't Head. It wasn't Head.
Yeah. No. Think about Travis Head though. Test championship guy comes through for you. World Cup final, he comes through for you. Against the same team. He must love India.
And bro, I'm not gonna lie, Australia bowled really tight. They kept it really tight.
They kept it tight, bro. They believed in their team.
The bowling and fielding coordinated like it's like peanut butter and jelly, literally.
This guy was changing the bowlers every 2 overs. Every 2 overs, he's like new bowler. He went through like multiple changes. Every 2 to 3 overs, there's a new bowler coming. I think maybe they realized that the heat was getting to the bowlers. That's why they were going for a lot of runs, maybe. And then they're like, you know what? I'm gonna keep you guys fresh. Treat it like a test match. Just change it up every 2-3 overs. 2-3 overs. Change it. You know?
One place when I was sad was when Steve Smith didn't review that shit.
Which one?
Steve Smith.
His wicket.
He was hit outside the line.
No, but I think Travis Head told him no, that's plumb.
Yeah, I know.
Because he went up to him and
he went up to him and was like, no, I think that
with the DRS that's been going against Australia.
I think he
was like, don't worry about it. Don't waste your review.
Yeah. I think Travis is like, he didn't tell him to not review. He's like, bro, DRS. Let it go. just head back.
Did you see the first game with the DRS that Australia got?
No.
Smith, bro, this thing hit him like outside leg, and somehow in DRS it's like in line hitting the stumps. Same thing Warner. It's like DRS was off the charts, bro. It was like crazy.
This World Cup, it was Smith
versus... I feel like it can be manipulated easily. So easily.
Easy.
That stuff is...
That stuff is easily... For Steve Smith, he's such a legend. But I think this World Cup, it was him versus the DRS throughout. I swear. he didn't get to catch his breath.
But think of all the Indian players that are retiring. This was like the best opportunity for them to grab that ODI.
I feel like Kohli can still play one more.
I feel like Kohli is the only one.
Kohli can still play.
Kohli's the only one. Like Sharma can't last for another 4 years.
Yeah, not even Surya Kumar Yadav, I don't think so. Even though they made him captain for the T20, did you see that?
Yeah, he's
for the Australia.
Sky is the captain for T20.
That made no sense, dude. He was the shittiest batsman for this whole World Cup.
Yeah.
Every other guy who did better than him, they sat out. You know what I mean?
No, I think they're just
resting
them. They're just resting them.
I think they're just resting their main
players. Because like I say, game There's no point in resting you.
No, but he does well in T20s though.
Yeah,
he does well, but we're talking about the captains.
How are you gonna take Shreyas Iyer out? How are you gonna take Ishan Kishan out? You know, like
yeah. No, India is good. India is very good, smart. They're smart with their players. They know how to keep their players.
I think they're just rotating.
They're just rotating. But they do know how to take care of their players.
Yeah.
I always keep them to play every game possible so he can beat Sachin. You know, he can get his as many centuries as possible.
Yeah. How many does he have overall now? I know he has 15 ODI.
Overall, he's still like 21 short.
No way.
Yeah.
Actually, I guess Sachin had a lot of test centuries.
Yeah,
right?
Sachin has. Oh, dude, there's a lot of people have more test centuries than him.
Really?
Yeah, even the current playing like Root, maybe Smith.
I think, yeah.
Guys like this, they're Williamson.
Yeah.
I think they might have more test centuries than him too.
Yeah. No, Kohli's definitely gonna go down as the legend, man.
Yeah.
Did you see the meme of Shubman Gill and Sachin?
No.
So it's like 2003, Sachin got out at played 6 balls, scored 4 runs, and then son-in-law in 2023, 7 balls, 4 runs.
So is Shubman Gill's dating his daughter?
I think so. I think it's like on the low key.
Wasn't he dating Sara Ali Khan?
No. I think this is low key. That's what's going on.
I think he's himself.
Her name is Sarah too.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying.
Sachin's daughter name is Sarah too.
Exactly. They're both named Sarah. I think he's just confused, bro. He's just like, he probably had both their numbers. Saved as Sarah.
Messes the wrong one.
Messes the wrong one, and now he's stuck with like both.
At least that way, you never get caught. This is same name, you know what I mean? You're sitting next to her, her name pops up on your phone with the text.
Yeah.
Say what?
You're texting me? What? Well, it's probably the earlier one just showed up now.
I just got signal now.
Yeah. That's crazy. But yeah, that sucks, man.
Yeah.
A lot of players from India are retiring. But great for Australia. 6 now.
Yeah.
6 World Cups, man. That's just not enough rings for the fingers.
And majority of them in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah. No, Australia is just, they've always been class.
That's a system. Yeah.
They're good in semifinals and finals. They're that team that have that, like, we're them guys. We need to be here.
Yeah. I was one of the people that was counting them out, just the way they were playing prior to the World Cup.
Yeah.
And that just goes to show you that it doesn't mean anything, because England was playing amazing, right? And they shit the bed. It was supposed to be the opposite way. And it was the opposite way. So and then Australia was playing like shit. Even at the beginning of the World Cup. And then they come around, they figured it out. They're like, oh, this is what we're missing. And they trusted their guys. People were injured. A lot of players were injured. Like, don't worry about it. We trust you. Travis Head was injured. They weren't sure if he's gonna play, and then he comes out, performs like that. So that goes to show you that system. Like, they know what they're doing. They've been around such a long time. They've been dominating for such a long time.
They've been. Australia has been pinnacle of like the world cricket. Literally, if you wanna learn cricket, you just watch these.
Like, you hate it, but you can't hate.
I mean, yes. If you're a nationalist, like for your country, yes, obviously you're gonna hate Aussies because they're taking the cup every time,
right?
And your team's just like packing up the bags.
Yeah.
But if you look at it from a cricket perspective, like a game, cricket. I believe cricket is a very strategic game. It's a long game. Like, even with T20, it's like 3 hours.
Yeah.
There's no other game that's that long, right? There's no other game. Then 50 overs, which is like 6 hours. 8 hours, right?
Yeah.
Close. And then test, you go.
I know you like to finish the games fast, but yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Australia's got that winning formula.
They got the formula.
Yeah.
Nobody else has the formula. They got. If you have 6.
It's the structure, right? That's what a lot of the South Asian nations, they lack, right? Like, look at Sri Lanka now, suspended because of their shenanigans, right? They were going to host the Under-19 World Cup. That's been shifted to South Africa now, right? Because there's too much in inner politics, inner situations.
But they moved the Under-19 World Cup. It's for sure it's done.
Yeah, it's moved to South Africa because they've been suspended. They can participate, but they can't host. And I think their money that gets distributed, that also gets controlled by ICC now, and they don't get to control it. So. Like, that just shows you, they're unorganized. And like the South Asian, like India is probably the best of them when it comes to structure and like the steps that they have for players to go through. You play domestic, you play the Ranji, then you get into the team, But I think Pakistan sucks. Like their structures, their players don't even want to play the domestic cricket. Now they're forcing it. The Wahab Riaz announced that we're gonna only prioritize people that put Pakistan first. So a lot of them cancel their T10 contracts and actually want to play the Pakistan T20 Cup. So like
These teams are pretty. The South. If you come to the South Asian countries,
the structure isn't there.
Yeah.
You know, so they can learn that from Australia. They have, you know, the school cricket, the college, the domestic structures there, the junior levels are there, and that's why these people, who no matter who's captain, they can't. 6 times it can't be a fluke. 5 times in the last 20, 25 years, it can't be a fluke. You know, there's a system there that's building it, that's working for them, and they're showing it on the world stage every time. Every time, bro.
Agreed. And what's it called? And one thing you've noticed, I mean, this could be completely off what we're talking about, but Australia is the only country, I think, they've been winning the World Cup for the past 30 years, right? Pretty much 30, 40 years. Of all the cricketing nations, they're the only ones that are probably the first world country. I mean, you take South Africa, you can call them, yes. England, maybe, yeah, exactly. England is one, but
there's like too many Pakistanis there.
New Zealand.
New Zealand is, New Zealand too, but Australia is like, you know, one of the top countries in the world, the leading nations in pretty much any area of
not more than England, but
no. I think
not more than England, man. Australia's up there, but England is higher than Australia. Everyone knows that, man. Australia derives from England.
Australia's just England 2.0, you know.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, it's.
But yes, especially in the sports.
Yeah, they definitely have. That goes back to the same thing. It's a structure. Right? It's how they value their athletes. They pay them well. So why would the athletes not put the best foot forward? You know, they want to perform for the country. Like, how often do you see Australians going and playing in like the T10s or the Major League or the Dubai some random T20? Like, they don't unless they're retired. You know, they don't do that. They put a value on on themselves. And they're like, you know what, we only deserve the best. So we're gonna play the IPL. Maybe a couple of us can go play PSL. But we play Big Bash, we play County, you know, and then we stick to our side.
They're focused.
Bro. You know, they're not worried about एक tour में selection नहीं हुई तो मैं दुबई जा रहा हूँ.
But I also feel like they probably get paid decent enough.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
they get paid. BBL, they don't have to. Okay, now they've played IPL one year or even 2 seasons. It's okay. We good.
They get Australian Cricket Board pays them hefty amount. Yes,
But slowly, I don't know. Slowly, I feel like it's gonna get better. Even Pakistani cricketers are starting to get paid more.
They
all
are
around the board. Cricketers starting to get paid.
They
a
are
little bit better.
They are definitely getting paid better, but that's what I'm saying.
But the leagues will always offer better.
The leagues will offer better. When you can make $1 million in a month, versus, you know, half that in like 2 years on your local contract, why wouldn't you just go for that?
I don't know, it makes sense. That's,
you know what I mean?
The reason everyone's retiring so early. Naveen Ul-Haq, 24.
Yeah.
He's gone. He wants to play T20s. Quinton de Kock.
Who, Naveen Ul-Haq?
Yeah.
No way, he retired.
He retired at 24, bro. This was his last World Cup after.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Bro, why wouldn't you? Like, if you,
I agree.
If you're good, all these tournaments in the world, why wouldn't you go and play them?
Dude, there's that one South African batsman, Riley Rousseau, right? He hasn't played for South Africa in the last 5 years yet. He has made the most amount of money out of any South African player just because he's been playing T20 leagues all around the world. IPL at one point, CPL. BBL, BLB, whatever it's called. Maybe it's not BBL, but you know, basically he's going on GT20s, everything. He's playing all of them, right? He's bringing a lot of money. And initially he did it because of the quota system. He's like, hey, South Africa's quota system is not fair, and the team needs to be based on merit and blah blah blah, whatever. But it actually ended up benefiting him even more.
Good for him, stand first. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I think that's a big problem for ICC. You know, to look at in the future, because the more players, more good talent, like he's a talented player, bro. More good talent you're gonna lose them to these leagues, and unless you start regulating them, you know, somehow find a way to like lower the international tours and these bilateral series, and you know, the World Cup's every 2 years now. You know, maybe don't do that. Maybe get rid of 50 overs even. You know, just do T20 every 4 years, which is fine. And then you have the Champions League. There's so much, bro. There's so much. And then you have the amount of leagues that are the major leagues. There's IPL, PSL, you know,
all the Ls,
all the Ls, BBLs, Vitality, the 100. and then you got like when you come to this side, there's CPL, there's Major
GT20.
League, GT20, like so many. There's that. Then you go to the Middle East, every 3 months there's a T10 or T20 going on.
Exactly,
You know,
yeah.
so all these players and soon Saudis are gonna come in, offer
Soon,
these guys
really.
$5 million to play for a month, and they're gonna be like, yo, screw this, I'm
exactly.
going there. You know?
And I think that's going to be good for cricket, because the thing is, the national cricket, you know, the teams, national teams, cricket like that.
Yeah.
I think everybody's bored of it. I think everybody's done with it. You know what I mean? People, it's the same 4 or 5 teams that have been dominating for the past like 20 years. You know, with an exception of few like Afghanistan coming up and a couple other teams maybe. But it's just been dominant. It's just boring now. Like for some people. If this league system comes in with a lot of money, let's say somebody in, you know, one of these big guys invest their money, and then now you have a proper, just like IPL, bigger than IPL, something bigger than IPL.
Yeah, like we talked about the Champions League. If Saudi were to host the Champions
Saudi
League
were to
and
host
get the
it,
best teams around the world.
Yeah, Champions League, you know, every year, and I think one of these investors need to buy out all of these leagues. Lanka Premier League, Bangladesh Premier League, so buy it out.
Oh, I didn't even count those.
Yeah, you know,
a bigger league.
Yeah.
To buy them out. Like
Yeah.
IPL,
Big-
just
yeah,
UFC,
exactly.
Pick up all the small.
Pick up all these small ones,
Pick up all
Shut
the-
them down.
and then
Yeah,
you
pick
know,
'em up, shut
I
them
think
down.
you know, keep limit international cricket to a certain amount, and then just start on these leagues. I think
6
that
months league, 6 months international.
exactly something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
And
that
then-
would work, I think.
And then you would first of all, it will you know, cricket would get a lot of exposure, even though cricket is the second biggest sport in the world,
Yeah.
but it's only played primarily in like these countries where there's a lot of population, like India, Pakistan, Australia, right? You have these leagues where, you know, it's there's a lot of money in it. People from all over the world are going to start playing cricket.
That's true. That's true. I think, like something even like in the NBA, like you have all around the world people, because they're trying to break into US so bad.
Yeah.
You start something, even like take Major League, just expand it into an exclusive ICC league where you just have that as your main T20 league that you focus on, you know, and you just do it in the States. It's the biggest sports hub at the moment, generates the most revenue sports-wise, US, right? You got the hockey, the NBA, you all these, like these teams are worth billions.
100%.
Proper like touring, like a 30, 40 games per season.
Per season type of thing.
You know, like each team is going around.
For sure. And I think that would benefit ICC.
7-8 months type of thing.
Absolutely. And then players actually will be able to last longer too, because then you're able to recuperate and get back into it. Right now, there's the cricket schedule is so packed. Like Cummins and people like that are opting out of IPL because they're like, yo, we need to rest. This is too much. We need some time off. You know, so that just tells you the fatigue is gonna set in, and eventually these players are gonna Australia pays you well, and you play for Australia. India pays you well, you play for India. But people that are playing in Pakistan or Bangladesh or Sri Lanka, the board isn't paying you well. Where do you think you're gonna go? You got the talent. You're gonna go to the US. You're gonna go to CPL. You're gonna go, you know, wherever they're gonna pay you, right? So
and wherever these leagues are happening, the local talent is people would see it, be like, oh, yo, cricket, this is sport. It's got money. I want to put my kid into cricket because it's got money. So the cricket will just grow exponentially from right there.
So I think that definitely needs to have a change up, because you're not packing these stadiums in India. You're not packing them anywhere. You know.
Plus, I feel like I don't know, like the top 15 cricket players in each country are gonna get to play cricket and do well. But I feel like the next 50 with leagues like this are going to also get to play.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. More chances to... There's a lot of talent in these countries, right? With cricket, there's the cricket players. There's cricket players representing their national teams, but then there's cream that's like behind, you know, that could... Some of them could be better than one of these.
To play,
How many stories
they might be able to...
How many stories do we know from Pakistan? They're like, oh, this guy performed every year domestic, but never was able to go above. You know, but now if you develop a league like that where there's like, let's say 30 teams, 15 in each conference, you know, similar to NBA and all these, you have players all around the world that are able to join in and join these rosters and, you know, play if it's 6 months
long. Even if you're not playing national, international, okay, at least you're playing in the league.
How many of us want cricket to expand? Say I.
Goodbye.
And also, just on a little finishing note, just congratulations to Australia.
Yes.
They did really well. 6-time champion now.
Yes.
And
Congratulations, Pat Cummins.
Pat Cummins.
My favorite Smith. Yeah, well played.
Labuschagne. Yeah, Labuschagne.
You will play well. Please shout me out.
Maxi, I love you.
Clan.
No, but for real, congratulations. What a fairy tale ending.
What a fairy tale ending for sure.
It was a good World Cup, and
Shit World Cup, but congratulations.
We'll see
Yeah.
everyone next week.
Yes.
Down.